What's up, guys? Today, well, to start this off, I think I deleted my intro, but it is what it is. Today, we'll see me go work on the SUV, doing brakes. That's the goal for today. Um, Get to see all that be done. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a hassle. I learn a lot. It's nothing too crazy, but it's 93 degrees outside, so I'll catch you guys downstairs. I'm probably gonna hit the time lapse and get into it. All right, catch you guys downstairs. All right, guys, so this is what we're looking at. This is the front suspension of the X3. It is four-wheel drive. Some parts are similar to the E36, like I believe rotors are fairly similar. Struts are different. Control arm and all that, linkages are different. The steering components might be the same. I'd have to double check on part numbers and stuff, but all in all, it's fairly clean under there. It looks like there was a boot failure at one point. It does look like a new axle, so that's good. All in all, the pads don't look bad. It looks like someone just replaced the pads. But there is some warpage, so we're just gonna go ahead and replace these. They look a little old and crusty anyways, so just pop this Allen loose, get the caliper off, zip tie it up somewhere, and get the new shit on. Make it look nice and pretty. Alright, it's hot. The phone's starting to overheat, so I don't know how long it'll be able to record for. So I might stop on the time lapses, but you get the gist. Got it off. It had some issues. Had to find the right Allen key, and then get those 18s off. All in all, I probably didn't have to replace these, at least the fronts. They're pretty beefy, the brake pads, and then the rotor does have a little lip on it, but it's not terrible. But we got the new stuff. Let's just put the new stuff back on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the new stuff back on. I'm probably not gonna record it, let the phone cool down, and then try the rears. All right, took me a little bit longer than I anticipated just because it's the first time doing these, but now I got the gist of it. I originally had the wrong rotor. I forgot that the rears have the handbrake and stuff, so completely forgot about that. So we're gonna tackle the fronts first. I'm gonna do the other front. Probably not gonna record too much. Probably gonna do a little cut in, like, hey, took this one off, hey, put this one on. And then we're gonna focus on the rears because I have the e-brake pulled. I gotta drop that before we deal with those, because then it'll just be a nightmare. But got the new rotor on, looks really nice. Got the new pads in, new clip retainer, the brake sensors in. I could have replaced these, but I don't have any silicone or anything to put them in, so they aren't torn or anything, and I'm gonna keep all the old pieces anyways, or all the new ones. So probably next brake job I'll replace those as well, because I do want to clean these up. It just gross from that CV axle failure. All this shit's kind of gross. I need to come in here and clean it eventually, but it works, and that's all that matters. So I'm gonna put the wheel back on. This one should be done. I'm gonna hop on the other side, get that one all up and off, and then you'll probably see me more on the rear. The only downside that I don't have is a brake cleaner. You really should brake clean the rotors off. I just don't have it. I'm trying to keep my hands as clean as possible. I'm using rags to hold the stuff, but it is what it is. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Alright guys, luckily the person next to me left. I did have to move the car over, so e-brake is off. I could do those now. I had some tough time getting this front rotor off. It was fairly corrosive. My hands are disgusting. So I'm gonna wipe some of this stuff down before I put it back together. It was kind of a bitch getting it off. Other than that, it's going smooth. Brake lines look okay, nothing else looks really messed up. On this side, it looks like they also did the axle, maybe? I don't know. I do also see some areas to improve the front suspension, kind of like beef it up. Box in the bottom a little bit, make a little U-joint plate for underneath there. Box that face in. There's some improvements, definitely. But that's later, that's for whenever I start developing. Right now, oh, there's the main engine ground. It's good to know. Everything else looks good. It's dirty, but it looks decent. Nothing looks like super worn out. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna scrape some of this shit off. Slap those new pads in the rotor, or in the caliper, and then slap that bad boy back on. Then we'll move on to the rears. Hopefully the rears are a bit easier. These fronts have been fighting me. Alright, here's my update though. I'll catch you guys on the rears, or once this one's done. Either or. Alright, a little update. I'm exhausted for one. But I got this rear side done. I forgot to record it. I just kind of went to it and started. This side's done. Now what's left is this side. This rear, and then it should be good. I'm gonna try to get some time lapses. It's finally shady again, so we'll see. I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely filthy. What a tough job. Who thought that would be this hard? Alright, I apologize. Forgot to set the time lapse. Tend to forget things in the closing of the brake job. These were a little tough to get off, to slide off the caliper, so it might be a little tough getting the new one on. I have to adjust it a little bit. Pads, definitely worn. There's the old rotor. Now, if you guys are doing these, there's that lip. These are the rears. The ones with the lip. I didn't know that at first. I almost panicked. But you sit there and you assess what you got. Hey, it should be good. These could be replaced eventually. Not that we're gonna be ripping the e-brake while we're driving, but you know, the pads aren't. This side actually has way more life than the other side. The other side looks like it's missing one of the pads itself. So I'll have to look into that and figure out how to rebuild these. It shouldn't be too simple or too crazy, but I don't really mess with drum brakes, so that'll be a fun job once we get to it. Right now I'm not worried about it. There's all the old pieces, old bracket and stuff. I am wiping or like scraping off all the gross, just like brake dust and shit. So I am doing that. Another thing is the rear shocks. They aren't leaking, but they could be replaced. They're a little squishy. Yeah, all in all though, bushings seem to be okay. Nothing seems to be super worn. Just 140,000 miles of road usage. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the new stuff, scrape off all this gross shit, and then reinstall it. Alright, so that is done. All wheels have been torqued. I've torqued each one as I went. All new hardware for the most part. Oh, man. You know, I was gonna do spark plugs, the cabin filter today, but I think I'm gonna save that tomorrow. Because I'm filthy. I'm a little sunburnt. I'm hungry. Yep. Alright guys, I took a shower. Cleaner. I was gonna call it on this video. I'm gonna work on these spark plugs and all that other cabin filter and stuff probably tomorrow. So I'm gonna end this one here, and then we'll have another video tomorrow. We'll do spark plugs, cabin filter, run the rear camera for the dash cam, and just look over everything else, you know, check fluids, make sure everything's nice and tip-top shape. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been a tough one. I am sore. My nose is burnt. My forehead's a little burnt. It's part of it. It's 93 degrees today, so. Yep. Catch you guys tomorrow or on the next one, whenever it will be. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.